Ryanair, the European low-cost airline giant, has sent shockwaves through the aviation industry. They've threatened to cancel a massive order of Boeing 737 MAX planes. This order, worth a staggering $33 billion, is crucial for Ryanair's future fleet plans. The reason? U.S. tariffs. These tariffs, imposed on goods imported from other countries, could significantly increase the price of the Boeing aircraft. Ryanair's CEO, Michael O'Leary, known for his outspoken style, has made it clear that tariffs are unacceptable. He argues that they would unfairly burden the airline and its passengers. The threat to cancel the order is a clear message to Boeing and the U.S. government. It highlights the potential economic fallout from ongoing trade disputes. This situation has put Boeing in a difficult position. The 737 MAX is a critical product for the American aerospace giant. Losing such a large order from a major customer like Ryanair would be a significant blow. It would also raise concerns about Boeing's competitiveness in the global market. Ryanair's move has also sent ripples through the financial markets. Boeing's stock price dipped following the announcement, reflecting investor anxiety. The situation underscores the interconnectedness of global trade and the potential for political decisions to impact businesses worldwide. Tariffs, in essence, are taxes imposed on goods imported from other countries. They are often used as a tool to protect domestic industries and influence trade balances. In this case, the U.S. has imposed tariffs on various goods from the European Union. These tariffs have the potential to raise the cost of manufacturing for companies like Boeing. Boeing relies on a complex global supply chain for its aircraft production. Many components and materials are sourced from European suppliers. The tariffs imposed by the U.S. government could increase the cost of these inputs, ultimately driving up the price of Boeing aircraft. The impact of tariffs on Boeing's business model is significant. Airlines like Ryanair typically negotiate large aircraft orders with fixed prices. If tariffs increase the manufacturing cost of these planes after the deal is signed, Boeing would have to absorb those additional expenses. This could squeeze the company's profit margins. Furthermore, tariffs could create uncertainty and volatility in the aviation industry. Airlines rely on stable and predictable pricing to plan their fleet investments and manage operating costs. Unforeseen price hikes due to tariffs disrupt these plans and make it difficult for airlines to operate efficiently. As tensions escalate between the US and the EU, a new player is emerging in the wings. COMAC, the Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China. COMAC is rapidly developing its own line of commercial aircraft, aiming to challenge the dominance of Boeing and Airbus. Ryanair, facing potential price hikes from Boeing, has hinted at the possibility of turning to COMAC as an alternative supplier. This move, while not without its challenges, highlights the shifting dynamics in the global aviation market. COMAC's C919, a narrow-body jet designed to compete with the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320, is seen as a potential game-changer. Though not yet certified for use in Europe, the C919's competitive pricing could make it an attractive option for cost-conscious airlines like Ryanair. However, significant hurdles remain for COMAC. The C919 is still in its early stages of development and production. It lacks the proven track record and global service network of its Boeing and Airbus counterparts. Additionally, political considerations and potential concerns over intellectual property protection could pose challenges for COMAC's international expansion. The Ryanair-Boeing saga has also become entangled in a web of political tensions. U.S. Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy, a Democrat from Illinois, where Boeing has a significant presence, has publicly criticized Ryanair's consideration of COMAC. Krishnamurthy expressed concerns about COMAC's alleged involvement in corporate espionage, citing a 2018 Justice Department indictment against Chinese operatives accused of stealing trade secrets from Western aerospace companies. He urged Ryanair to reconsider its stance, arguing that supporting COMAC would indirectly benefit a company with a questionable track record. Ryanair's CEO, Michael O'Leary, known for his direct and often provocative communication style, responded with a scathing letter. He accused Krishnamurthy of hypocrisy, pointing out that the U.S. government itself has been accused of economic espionage. O'Leary argued that Ryanair, as a business, should be free to choose its suppliers based on commercial considerations rather than political pressure. The public exchange between O'Leary and Krishnamurthy highlights the complex interplay between business decisions, national interests, and political posturing. It also underscores the growing rivalry between the U.S. and China, in the aerospace industry. Section 5, Trade War Headwinds, a Transatlantic Storm Brews. The Ryanair-Boeing situation is playing out against the backdrop of a broader trade war between the United States and the European Union. This trade war, characterized by tit-for-tat tariffs and escalating rhetoric, has created an environment of uncertainty and instability in the global economy. The Trump administration's decision to impose tariffs on European steel and aluminum imports in 2018 marked a significant escalation in trade tensions. The EU retaliated with tariffs on a range of American products, including iconic brands like Harley-Davidson motorcycles and Kentucky bourbon. These tariffs have had a ripple effect across various industries, disrupting supply chains, increasing costs for businesses, and raising prices for consumers. The aviation industry, heavily reliant on global trade, has been particularly vulnerable to these disruptions. The ongoing trade war has strained relations between the US and its European allies. It has also fueled protectionist sentiment and raised concerns about a potential unraveling of the rules-based trading system that has underpinned global economic growth for decades. Section 6. A Shifting Landscape, COMAC's Impact on Aviation. COMAC's emergence as a potential third force in the global aviation market has the potential to reshape the industry's landscape. For decades, Boeing and Airbus have enjoyed a duopoly, dominating the market for large commercial aircraft. COMAC's entry, however, introduces a new element of competition. The Chinese company's ambition is evident in its aggressive investment in research and development, its growing manufacturing capacity, and its efforts to secure orders from airlines around the world. While COMAC still has a long way to go before it can truly challenge the established players, its presence is already being felt. The prospect of a viable third competitor has put pressure on Boeing and Airbus to innovate, improve efficiency, and offer more competitive pricing. Furthermore, COMAC's rise reflects the shifting balance of economic power in the world. China's rapid economic growth and its increasing technological prowess have enabled it to become a major player in industries that were once dominated by Western companies. Section 7, O'Leary's Gambit, a high-stakes negotiation. Ryanair's CEO, Michael O'Leary, is known for his shrewd business acumen and his willingness to play hardball in negotiations. Some analysts believe that his public threat to cancel the Boeing order and consider COMAC is a strategic move designed to gain leverage in upcoming discussions with Boeing. By raising the specter of switching to a Chinese supplier, O'Leary is sending a clear message to Boeing. The airline has other options and is not afraid to explore them. This tactic could potentially pressure Boeing to offer Ryanair a more favorable deal, such as price concessions or guarantees against future tariff-related cost increases. However, this strategy is not without risks. Boeing may call O'Leary's bluff, interpreting his pronouncements as mere posturing. Alternatively, even if Boeing were to offer concessions, the damage to the relationship between the two companies could be lasting. Ultimately, O'Leary's gambit is a high-stakes gamble. The outcome will depend on a complex interplay of factors, including Boeing's willingness to negotiate, the credibility of COMAC as an alternative supplier, and the broader political and economic climate. Section 8, Skies Overcast, Trade Wars and the Future of Flight. The Ryanair-Boeing saga highlights the interconnectedness of the global economy and the impact of political decisions. The US-EU trade war creates uncertainty, affecting businesses worldwide. The aviation industry is particularly vulnerable. Airlines rely on global supply chains and are sensitive to fuel prices and currency rates. Trade wars exacerbate these challenges. Political tensions can spill over, damaging relationships and eroding trust. Cooperation is essential for economic stability. Trade wars threaten decades of progress. The Ryanair-Boeing case shows the high stakes for the global economy.